Hey guys, welcome to Sunday Fun Day. We're projecting this weekend. Behind me you see our old fire pit and our brand new palm trees that Jake planted. So we want to do a little backyard oasis here. I'll insert a photo of the inspo right here of what it should look like. And today's gonna be day one of fire pit projecting. So let me show you where we're at so far. So we have the fire pit. We drew out our little pebble circle. So I'm gonna till this today, and tomorrow I'll bring in the gravel. But we also have rocks for our new fire pit, which is gonna look so much better than this. And yeah, super pumped, super stoked, and we're gonna record the whole thing. And there's Jacob. Step number one, we drew out our circle using a can of spray paint and some string. Next, we got to tilling. So while Jake tilled, I took this little plastic border, I don't know the technical name for it, and some stakes, and I staked it down around our circle. This would create a barrier between our rock and the grass. I think you could totally avoid this step too, but because I wanted this barrier, I just thought it would give us like a little cleaner look. Also wanted to let you guys know that we did have grass in this circle, but for some reason it was a little more sparse than compared to the rest of the yard, so it really didn't take all that much time to till anyway. We then took some landscaping fabric and we laid it down over the area where we tilled. If I could go back in time, I probably would have taken like a little compactor or something to make sure that this space was nice and level, because I found that it was kind of uneven, which is not a big deal. I knew that rock was gonna go over the top of it, but I did want a nice flat surface, especially where I was going to put the little fire pit, because I wanted all those blocks to be nice and straight. This step was pretty easy, and this fabric should prevent the weeds from growing through it. I don't know how good of a job it's gonna do, but technically it should help with the weed growing. Here we ran out of fabric, so I just grabbed another landscaping fabric we had laying in the shop and we put it down. I would definitely recommend you guys have 2 people for this step just because it goes by a little quicker. Next, you guys are going to see like those random little cinder blocks holding down that fabric. What I did was I went and I stapled the fabric down into the ground. That's the step that I didn't record. I don't know why I decided to hold it down with some cinder blocks in the first place. Then obviously I got to work and started building our little fire pit. So we got these cement blocks at Home Depot, and there's really nothing special about it. I just wanted a circle. And I think, yeah, I went 3 layers up. Clearly happy. All right, I am so tired. So got everything I wanted to accomplish done today. We tilled the ground, we kind of leveled it, and then we put this border around it, and then I started stacking the brick. There's a couple spaces right there. I'll fix those before I put the rock in tomorrow, but I think this is gonna be my stopping point. I like cleared up some trash over there, and I feel good about this. For tomorrow, I'm gonna bring in probably a couple truckloads of little rock, fill that in. I'm gonna string some lights from palm tree to palm tree, beach chairs, like nice beach chairs. And I think that's it for the shop over here. This is a work in progress. I have to pull the weeds, and I want to do like a metal trellis going up and down the shop there with jasmine vine going up it. Jake planted these palm trees a couple weeks ago. They're looking good. But this is our backyard progress. Definitely looks better than it did, but still not at a point where we're both happy with it. I think I'm gonna also get some sod for the sparse parts of the grass, fill that in. And then over here, I also want to fill in the grass with some sod. I think that'll look nice. So definitely progress being made, but I think I'm calling it quits for the day. Like, do you guys see this sweat? Like, this is, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this on the internet because this is so disgusting, but welcome to Florida weather. All right, day 2 here. This is limestone, okay? It's beautiful and it's what I want the pit to be covered in. However, 15 bags only did like a third of the circle, and I don't feel like spending that much money on this, so let me show you guys what I did. So I got some shell, so much cheaper than the actual rock, and I have my good old wheelbarrow that I borrowed from one of my neighbors, and I'm gonna start wheelbarrowing the rock right there, and then I'll probably top it with the rock, or maybe I'll just end up mixing it, because at this point I think the shell and the rock look basically the same now. I didn't think the shell would look very good, but now that I'm looking at it, it basically looks the same. So that's where we stand. Day 2 goal is to unload at least half of that, and I think I'm capable of doing it, but I have my arm appointment at 3 p.m. so we're gonna work until 2, take a shower, head to the doctor, and resume later this evening. But so far, so good. Is it day 3? I think it is day 3. We're back with the next step of the project, riprap, and we're gonna put the riprap all around the border of the parameter of our fire pit. And I don't know why my other camera is not working, but I'm gonna set you guys up and I'll record you on my phone. Oh, she is squatting, by the way. It's half a yard of riprap. I think that'll get us like a very thin border around the fire pit. If we need more, then I'll go back for another half yard. I don't think I can fit a yard of rock into the bed. I mean, I probably could, but with seeing how it's squatting, I don't really know what happens when cars squat this bad. So I'm gonna get started on this now. Bye. I needed to get the camera out. I need to get my tripod, really, is what I need to do, but I want to beat the rain. It might pass us though, so I don't know. It is looking so good. You ready? Oh my gosh. That rock makes such a huge difference around the fire pit. It just ties everything together, hides the ugly border. And what I started doing is, like, the smaller rock pieces, I just started putting them on the inside of the pit there. Wow. Tropical oasis. Like, so proud of myself. All right, I'm gonna set up the tripod and you guys can watch me. For the inner parameter here, I put some of the smaller rocks that we had on the truck that were left over. I kind of stacked them on the inside. Chairs are from Lowe's, and string lights were hung up by Jake. He hung them up this evening, and those are from Amazon. So for day 4 tomorrow, goal is to finish the outer parameter, and I think that this DIY will be finished. So happy with how it turned out. It is day 4, I think. And I just unloaded, I set up the tripod. I finally unloaded the rest of the rock. This is my second time, going to get the riprap, and we've made a lot of progress around the pit. I'm gonna finish this up. For some reason, I just don't feel good today. So I wanna finish it up before it starts raining again, because it's gonna start raining again this afternoon. And the worst part of this whole project was unloading the riprap off of the truck and hand carrying it over to the pit. So worth it though. For cost breakdown, I needed 2 yards of shell. That came out to be $50 per yard, and the riprap was about $60 per yard, and I got all my supplies at a local landscaping company here in town. And here is the before and the after photo. This is when we initially bought our house, and here you see the after with the palm trees and the little fire pit. Love the way that this turned out. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!